Today's video going to be replacing the whole fuel pump assembly on this Denali. And the reason why we're replacing it is not even for the fuel pump, even though that's good preventative maintenance because these GMs are known to go bad, like randomly. But the reason why we're replacing it is because this needle gauge bounces back and forth. So we're going to take off the relay for the fuel pump so it doesn't prime. Then we're going to go ahead and try to start it to bleed off any pressure. Now we're going to try to start it. Alright, so you heard how it started, but then it died just because it bled off the pressure. And over here on the passenger side, you can see if there's any fuel pressure left. Take out this little cap. You just go ahead and poke it. There's no more fuel pressure in there. You're going to want to go ahead and take off the negative battery terminal, 8mm. To take off this hose, we're going to squeeze top and bottom and pull it straight out. And there you go. 8mm. To take off the evap hose, got 2 screwdrivers. There's 2 little pins. We're gonna pop it out. So what you do is just pop out these 2 little tabs, and then it comes right out. So for this top hose, you just gotta squeeze the 2 tabs together, the top and bottom, and this comes right out. Now we're at the front of the gas tank. We're gonna go ahead and take off this hose. Sitting under the front of the gas tank's right here. We're right next to the ABS module. We're gonna go through this gap right here, and there's a fuel hose up there. We're gonna go on this side from the frame rail and go ahead and disconnect it. I have a transmission jack, so it kind of evenly distributes the weight compared to just your normal jack. But you can get away with 2 of those, or have a jack stand on one end and then a jack on the other end, and you can slowly let it down. And now we're going to go ahead and take off the mounts. Here's the back mount on the back wheel, 15mm. And here's the forward clamp. While the gas tank is still in the truck, you want to brace the front and lower the rear, and you got to clear this nozzle or this nipple from in front of the axle. So you literally have to hold the front end, drop the back end. Once you clear that nozzle from under the axle, then you can kind of slide it out backwards. So drop the rear end below the axle, slide it backwards, and brace the front to catch it and bring it down forward. And here's a better view for your connections. Here's the front left one, the front right one, your evap hoses, and then your fill nozzle. Alright, I have an air compressor, so I'm going to go ahead and blow off all the dust. Now we're going to go ahead and take off our hose connections. Alright, you got a squeeze tab right here on this one. And here's your assembly. Gotta make sure you put a towel over there so no debris gets in there. And here you go. Here's the old one and the new one. The difference I am seeing is where this float is on the opposite side, but they're both towards the back, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and transfer these lock tabs onto the new one. I got this pump from Harbor Freight. I'm going to put in these tanks. That's not diesel, even though it's a diesel tank. There's no diesel in there. It's just for gas. So we're going to go ahead and empty this gas tank, so putting it back in is going to be easy. Got the new seal on there. Alright, we got our hoses back on. Now we can go ahead and put the lock tab on. We're going to go ahead and put our relay back in. And now go ahead and put in your negative battery terminal back on. Now we're going to go ahead and check it. Check the fuel level. Alright, that's working. And she's running. Now we just go back here, check the leaks, and we're good to go. So once you make sure the lines are not leaking anything and everything's good to go, you're all set. And that's how you replace these fuel pump assemblies on these Denalis. Hopefully this video helped you. Y'all have a good one.